Back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about these A5F members, or what I'm calling them right now. They're not technically A5F members anymore, but if you don't know what A5F is, basically it's just a splinter off group from my original server, which was named AFF, which was my old anti-furry server that is now disbanded, which, got rid of because didn't really like the anti-furry community. Of course, I'll talk about why I don't like the community soon in a different video. Hopefully, if drama like this doesn't keep on coming up. But, anyway. So you can see the image on screen clearly. And this is basically what's going to be the main thing of the video. Is Jelly is now talking about this in his server, which I've gotten reports of. And, of course, he knows it's wrong because this screenshot he's like, now we can share stuff without getting commentary from him because they know I'm going to just destroy everything and break down everything of why all this is wrong because they know it's wrong and they know I can just prove it's wrong. So, of course, they don't want me to see any of this crap because why would, if it's something wrong, then why would they show it to me? And here we have, there's definitely more stuff here that they've done, even like weirder stuff, like Goosey saying, nah, it's because I was cutting myself, and when I finished, blood was still dripping down my leg, and I didn't realize. Like, what the crap? What is this? Yeah, these people have gone from pedophilia to now this. And it's very ironic because if you know who Elena is, or Mika, not the Mika Kit, like who's on YouTube, the big 1 million subscriber YouTuber, but the one that was on my server, they're not the same person, by the way. Basically, she used to do the same thing. She used to cut herself too, and that was back when she was really, really mentally ill. And Goosey and Tavares and Jelly could all agree on that she was super mentally ill and stupid. And yet, when she was that low, she was also cutting herself. And look what they're doing. There's a big connection right there. It's almost like I'm saying that they are mentally ill because they're doing mentally ill things. Anyway, we have another screenshot here. I cut myself because I'm addicted to it and it feels way too nice. Like, how does cutting yourself feel nice? I think that would feel the opposite, because like it'd be kind of painful. And I think these people are just a little bit crazy, But anyways, I have a good explanation for why this is happening. And I'll share with you that in a second once we get through all the really, really awful screenshots. No, it's because I was cutting myself, and of course that was like the last screenshot. Two screenshots ago. And Caterpillar said, I had a similar experience recently, so I get you. And then, of course, right here, under that, it says someone can be cutting but not suicidal, and someone can be suicidal but not cutting. It's, like, true, but, like, both of those are not very good things, both of those don't indicate something good. I think both of those indicate that you're probably mentally ill, in some sort of way. If you're suicidal, probably mentally ill in some way. If you're cutting yourself, probably mentally ill in some way, And then, the next screenshot, it's seriously not worth it. I've been trying to quit it for 5 years now, and still no success. I think they're referring to cutting here, if I'm not wrong, I think they're referring to cutting here, and if Caterpillar's been cutting themselves for 5 years, that's, well, I think that explains a lot of the insane takes that they've been that they've commented before on my channel, like trying to defend homosexuality and all the weird pedophilic acts that Jelly was doing, you know? I think this explains all of their really, really, really disturbing takes very, very well, you know? And then we have Jelly here. You have any tips on how to make it better? And then it's like, now, if Caterpillar has been masturbating for 5 years, if that's what they're talking about, that I don't know if that's worse than cutting yourself. It could be worse. That's still not good. That's really, really bad, like extremely bad. And they're discussing on how to make masturbation better. What is this chat? And then of course they're saying Tavares is mentally insane. Look at the uh, all I could say is that's what a mentally insane person would say. Well, clearly I think we know who's more mentally insane. The person like who's mentally more insane, Tabarez, who is like clearly disturbed by Jelly cutting themselves, or the person who is like cutting themselves and talking about masturbation. I think there's a clear winner on who's more insane. Like, common sense here. Yeah, this is what degeneracy and homosexuality devolves into. Is this right here? And that's basically my explanation for all this, because they were big degenerates, like doing really degenerate stuff that I talked about in my last videos. And honestly, with this now happening, I'm sorta not surprised, because like they were already doing really weird crap and they were already exposed to be basically pedophiles before, and now this is what they're doing. And honestly, I'm not totally surprised. It still is a shock, you know, because like they're doing this really disturbing crap, you know. It's still disturbing, but it's like they were doing some pretty bad stuff, you know, before this. So it's like, well, anyway, basically this is just exactly what these degenerate stuff just devolves into. Degenerate stuff. Basically, there's nobody here to like put this on check. There's nobody here in this server to like say like, hey, this is wrong, except for Tabarez, which Tabarez, you know, you can't really do much about that, you know. There's no moderation on this server because Jelly is the owner, and you know he's doing the crazy stuff. So of course all this is just left to go rampant, you know, all this degenerate stuff, and he allows all of it. So this is what it devolves into. This is what it devolves into. Freaking cutting themselves, you know? Freaking discussing about freaking masturbation and how to make it better. Like, like if they're telling me that this isn't insane, then I think Jelly might have just gotten a surgeon. He might have just hired a surgeon to take his entire brain out and somehow make himself still functioning. Like, this is crazy stuff. This is absolutely crazy stuff. And this is just like a big example of why I just don't like the LGBTQ community. Because if you don't know, Goosey and Jelly, and I think Caterpillar supports the LGBTQ community. I don't know if they're actually in it. Goosey and Jelly are a part of the LGBTQ community, and look what they're all doing. That's a really good example, guys, that you're putting on there. Very, very good example. Yeah, they're doing this type of dumb crap, which is really, really bad. Like, extremely bad stuff that they're doing here. And, basically, this is just a really good example of what LGBTQ devolves into. Like, in my last video, of course, I was talking about how LGBTQ is too bad. I'm like, really, really bad. And this is just a clear example of what I was talking about here. This is what it devolves into. This is the type of stuff that happens here. I mean, it already shows that they were doing like sexual stuff, which I talked about in my last video, that homosexuality is selfish, so it leads to lust, which this is just a prime example right here. And a prime example, like a big example right here. I can say that a ton of homosexuals are probably lustful in some way. Like, honestly, finding an homosexual that is not lustful in some way is probably that's probably more rare than winning the lottery, getting struck by lightning, finding a needle in a haystack, literally any of it combined. Because, like, I mean, just look, just if you just look like hard enough, go deep into a homosexual's life, you'll find that they're doing lustful stuff, like this, This is what's been happening behind closed doors with Jelly and Goosey. And honestly, I'm not too surprised, but still, this is just freaking disturbing. Of course, I had to make a video on this, and they're all these A5F members, whatever I can call them anymore. And I'll call them Femboys or something. But they're definitely not going to be happy with this video, are they? Because of this. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe. I've been forgetting to say that in my recent videos, but apparently it does help me gain more subscribers and likes and views and whatever the crap. So yeah, like, subscribe, and comment in the video, because that also helps my video and the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, do all that stuff, and yeah, bye. Okay, so don't click off the video yet. Okay, there's more. I just got this information here. So, apparently, I just got a video, and apparently, Jelly is making another porn channel. Their last server, if you didn't know, on their last server, they had a porn channel, or we're going to make one. They didn't really send a whole lot of porn in. I think Chieftain sent one image, but now they're making an official one, like a really. I'm not showing that again. But yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, as you can see, so I recorded the last part in my video where I talked about these screenshots that I showed here, but I just got a video now from the person who's been sending me these screenshots of all of that crap. Basically another porn channel they're basically making that in there and putting in there, and yeah, it's very disturbing. And I'm pretty sure there's children on that server too. Like Tabarez, I don't think he's above the age of consent, so children can just go on and see this. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just had to take a second to eat this really good sandwich that I got. Really good sandwich. Shout out for Elena for the recipe. Yeah, I had to pause the video to eat my sandwich. But yeah. This crap is... I think this proves a lot, This really shows a lot about these people and how insane they are. I think this really just cements my point that these people are just mentally insane. If anybody denies that these people are mentally insane, I think you've lost your brain cells here, because this is just outrageous. As Anakin once said, "This is outrageous. This is unfair," because it clearly is. This is absolutely insane. making a porn channel where there's probably minors on that server too. I don't think Muffin or maybe like the other people that we were showing, like Green Sands, I don't think they left the server. At least I'm pretty sure, and I haven't gotten any reports that they have. So I'm pretty sure there's minors on this server, and they probably can see this. And the channel does look like it's restricted, but the person who like sent me this video is a minor. I'm pretty sure is a minor themselves. So it's like it is very, very evil. Okay, there's nothing good about this. Even an atheist can see how this is wrong. Like anybody, you could ask like freaking like no Moist Critical, and he would say this is freaking deranged. Like this is insane. Yeah, I think that's it that I have. Again, like, subscribe, whatever the crap that helps my video in the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, bye bye.